Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachaha Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, I just want to do this quick hit on brotherly love. In the times that are coming, they're going to be very hard. There was a time during the book of Acts where, let's see, how does it word it? It says, so, uh, Acts 2, okay, and let's see here. I'll start at verse 41. This is, something that we like to bring out of the times, during the book of Acts where 3,000 souls were added. Let's read it. Then they that gladly received his word were baptized, and the same day were added unto them about 3,000 souls, and they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread and in prayers. And fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. And all that believed were together, and had all things common, and sold their possessions and goods, and parted them to all men, as every man had need. Okay, and so there was that particular situation. Now I want to see. So I'm reminded. Okay, Acts 5. Okay, let's go to that. I believe there was a situation during the book of Acts. Let's see. All right. Salakia, I'm just going into it. Multitude that believe. All right, this is similar. Acts 4 and 32 said, "And the multitude of them that believe were of one heart, and of one soul, of one mind. Neither said any of them that any of the things ought means any, that any of the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things common. And with great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Neither was there any among them that lacked, for as many as were possessors of lands or houses sold them, and brought the prices of the things that were sold." So there was a supporting of the body. Okay, during this time, people helped each other. It was mutual. If one had, if any had, they sold and they brought it collectively. All right, and things were divided as a man had need. Said none lacked. Okay, and laid them down. They sold the things and laid it down at the apostles' feet. And distribution was made unto every man according as he had need. And Joseph, who by the apostles was named Barnabas, which is being interpreted the son of consolation, a Levite and of the country of Cyprus, having land, sold it, and brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. Okay, so this was during those times. It was very extreme, and they had to have a common, treasury, I guess, to say, so that as brothers needed, they gave it out. We try to keep some similitude of that in these days. All right, and it comes in handy because everybody falls on hard times, and the Most High does that sometimes so that brothers can kind of help each other out when they. But anyway, let's continue. But certain man named Ananias and Sapphira. So really, I don't really want to go into this part. Okay. I don't really want to go into this. I just want to bring that point that was an example of brotherly love that was being exercised. People were, of course, Ananias and his wife, they were dishonest in that situation, and the Lord punished them. But nevertheless, I just want to bring that out because, the times to come, there will be, brothers that will have need. Shoot, man, the Lord has everybody in there going to be in their different lots. During the great struggles that's going to happen, you may have some brothers that may have more. I can say for sure, some brothers are going to have more than others. And others may be put in certain scenarios for whatever reasons. Now we all will be taken care of, but some of that will be happening through fellow brothers. Okay, some of that will be happening where a brother is not going to worry about where his meal came from because another brother will be there to provide that for him through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, of course. Okay, but you have to be mindful of these things. You're going to have brothers that are in good standings, have been approved, all right, have shown their diligence, so on and so forth, that's in the camp, and so on and so forth, that may fall on hard times, and it will be crucial to continue to support these brothers. Okay, you can't take that as a sign as, oh, the Lord ain't dealing with them. No, the Lord may be testing you to see if you're gonna help that brother out. You know what I'm saying, in that time of need. And that brother may not even ask you. You know what I'm saying? But the times to come, like I said, they will be some very straight, meaning narrow, time. So let's read some of these scriptures. Romans 12 and 10 says, "Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another." All right, let's see if there's anything else on this. Okay. Romans 12 and 9, "Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good." Okay. And as you see it, it says, I just read it. Okay. So, yep. Let's continue. "Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Most High, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of the saints, given to hospitality." You see? Distributing to the necessity of the saints. So, these are things that will be necessary in the times to come. Now, of course, like I said, these things don't get talked about because, you will have those who will try to take advantage of some of these things. And this is not a call, to people to join up together, or try to join up, because it ain't like we just gonna just, oh yeah, you just come on and join the Israelites, come join the camp. That ain't what this is. All right, because you'll have people who will see that and say, "I'm gonna get with them so I can be straight." No, that ain't what this is about. You still gonna have to be approved of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You got to be tested out. All right, you see. So we ain't just this ain't that. Okay, this ain't no soup kitchen. But at the end of the day, it does say what it says. Now let's see this word hospitality, Romans 12 and 13. Right, get this word. This is for the brothers, man. Giving the hospitality. Okay, select, because I know I got these. I didn't really. I ain't really set up the audio for this. Let me see. No, I ain't set up the audio. Oh wait, you know what? It might play. Let me see. Make sure. Nope. Let me see. Let me change it. All right. Now let's do it. I don't know if that's playing.
Strong's G 5381. Philoxenia. Philoxenia.
Philoxenia. Okay, it says hospitableness, to entertain strangers, hospitality. Okay, to love to strangers, hospitality, which we're speaking of brothers. Okay, given to hospitality, entertain strangers. That's interesting that this word hospitality is being used for strangers. So, yeah, interesting. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna continue to go to the other precepts. All right, because we know we get the point. Should get the point. All right. Hebrews 13 and 1 says, "Let brotherly love continue." All right, and then it goes into be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. So sometimes you will meet people, as well, that's just going into not being so, having an evil eye towards everybody, kind of testing people out. You know what I'm saying? But it says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers." You don't want to get to the point where you're just like, "Oh man, get up out of here," because you never know who you're talking to. You never know who you meet. You can't judge by the appearances. You got to give people a chance to reveal themselves. Sometimes it's obvious that it's like, okay, this nigga's a demon. Sometimes they reveal themselves before they come around, and sometimes you might just talk to somebody randomly, and it's just like, okay, you have to kind of give it a chance. The scriptures say, be ignorant, be not ignorant, okay, in a matter great or small, right? Sirach, okay, or Ecclesiastes 5:15 says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small," okay, and I wonder if there's another one that talks about being quick to judge. No, I don't think so. But it does tell you to be long suffering, right? To be long suffering, and so you're supposed to. And that long suffering means you suffer long. You deal with somebody for a second before you just just cast them off and just say, oh, this nigga's through. So we're supposed to be patient, apt to teach. It tells you this, man. But brothers is all in we in the flesh, but we not walking after the flesh. So brothers, sometimes struggle to do this. 2 Timothy 2:24 says, and the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach and patient. Sometimes it can be hard for brothers to be patient, but sometimes you gotta let somebody reveal themselves. But it's all through the spirit, man. So anyway, a little tangent right there. Let's go back to the point. Let brotherly love continue. Hebrews 13:1. Let's get some more of these. 1 Corinthians 13:4 says, charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself and is not puffed up. So this is a part of being charity. I made that statement at camp. That this is part of the charity out here speaking as truth. Okay, and when we're out there, we have to be long suffering. We're kind. Okay, we're not envying somebody. Somebody walk up and they, let's say, brothers, you have to fight the flesh, man. Brothers out there, you might walk up, somebody might walk up and they got their woman with them, you know, and she might be beautiful, and the flesh is on some wicked shit. The flesh is always on some wicked shit, and you don't want to be wicked. You sit up there, envying somebody. You sitting there like, oh, he a 2/3. You looking at his wife. You know, you don't want to be in that stead. Of course, that's adultery. Because she's got a husband. But I'm just saying, charity does not envy. It says charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, meaning it doesn't boast itself, and charity is not puffed up. Okay, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, and think of no evil. So you see, all this goes into, sometimes when you're out in the highways and byways, you have to be mindful to not behave yourself unseemly, to not seek your own, to not be easily provoked, and to think no evil. Okay, it rejoices not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in truth. Okay, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Of course, you should only believe all true things. Okay, charity never faileth, but whether there be prophesied, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. So charity is very important. All right. 1 John 4:20 says, if a man say, I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love the Most High whom he have not seen? Okay. And so that's just going back into it, of letting that brotherly love continue, helping each other out, when we can. Okay. Some of us be through. All right. Some of us be through, but sometimes we can get into this stage where, a brother might have a need. Let's just put it this way. There's always something you can do with money. There's always something you can do. You could get a better this, a newer that, an extra this. You know what I'm saying? I could get this better. I can get a better whatever it is. There can always be an argument made because the majority of us brothers ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, this is edifying and through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Majority of us brothers ain't rich, so we could always say, well, I could use this. You know what I'm saying? I may have two of these, but what if the other one break? You know what I'm saying? It just these different examples, but we can't be like that. Okay, we have to be content with what we have, and the Most High is pleased with charity and pleased with us giving to one another, man. And I'm speaking first and foremost of myself because it ain't always easy. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake be fucked up sometimes, and you be thinking like, damn. I need to keep this and do this and do that, but you can't be like that. That's not how you get blessings. All right, let's continue. Um, right. Let's go back to just go to John 4:20. I wonder is it over here? Verse 21. 1 John 4:21. And this commandment had we from him, that he who loveth the Most High loves his brother also. Okay. Right. So let's see if there's anything else I want to get on here. John 13:35 says, I'll start at 34. It says, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. Okay? And there's different ways we love one another. We rebuke, we correct, we suffer patiently. All right? We, help physically. All these things go into it. Okay? Open rebuke is better than secret love, so that's a part of love too. Okay, all these things are a part of love, right? Let's continue. 1 John 4:7, which these two were actually back to back. I could have just read them. 1 John 4:7, beloved, let us love one another, for love is of the Most High, and everyone that loveth is born of the Most High, and knoweth the Most High. Okay, my little children, 1 John 3:18, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. And sometimes brothers can get turned off by when people speak about love. And do be bug outs out there talking about love, love, love. Like I'm in love on the dove. I'm gonna hug my pillow, and like that bug out that they just showed. Man, that dude, man, that's scary, dog. He sound like one of them little gurus, man. One of them yeah, dude's obviously bugged out, man. He's calling the truth a cult and all these other different things. So, brothers can get turned off by it because you hear Christians always talk about love, love, love. But love should still exist, all right? When you give alms to the apostles, that's love, all right? That's love too, you know? That's, it's just, it's got to be balanced, definitely. But there's going to come a time where brothers is going to definitely need, things and help and stuff. And shit, even now, brothers be needing it. So follow the example of the apostles. The other apostle Hart, man, he's definitely a very generous man. You know what I'm saying? If he got it, his inner circle gonna reap the benefits, and we should all support one another in this truth. All right, in the churches and such. All right. Let's see here. Uh, 1 John 3:18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. All right. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. We can't just say we love each other. We gotta show it. There's different ways we show it. All right. But everybody ain't gonna see that because that's reserved for the inner circle. Okay. That's reserved for what does it say? And you got people that'll take advantage. Galatians 6:10 says, "As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them that are of the household of faith." All right, and you got examples like when the apostles be out there, some homeless person will come ask, and they'll give out the dollars and whatever they got, and do to come out with a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? And Apostle Tar talks about how he always keeps some cash to give, to homeless people or whoever might need it. All right, but okay, like I said, you do have those people who take advantage, and there comes a limit where it's like you done already came by here once today, now you coming back asking for some more money. Like, nah, but it gives you okay, and there's a balance, like I said, but it gives you a zoom in on who this is really talking about. It says especially unto those who are of the household of faith. Okay, and Esdras, it's either Esdras or Tobit. I think it's Tobit. It says no to whom I'm doing this wrong. Do this good, right? Sirach is Sirach. Okay, I knew it's in the Apocrypha. Sirach 12:1 says, when thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. You see, because you got niggas, ungrateful niggas, as the story was told by the elder apostle Tar, where he helped some nigga do something on the side of the road with his car. That nigga didn't even thank him. He was already planning in his mind, like, if he offered me some money, I'm not gonna take it. The nigga didn't even offer a thanks, and you got people like that. All right, and them niggas don't deserve no fucking help. All right, you know, So know to whom thou doest good. Scriptures talk about not casting our pearls before swine. All right, unless they rend, shit, man. What does it say? Oh, it's a balance. It definitely is a balance. For all good. Uh, all right. Oh, I mean, it's in the same chapter. I could have just kept reading. Yeah, I be doing that sometimes. Sirach 12:4. Give to the godly man, and help not a sinner. Okay. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him. Woo! You see? So there's some people where you'll do something to them, because you got some generous brothers out there, man. You could give your last to a nigga, all right, and when he up, he'll, I've had people tell me stories, man. How about they help people do different things, friends that own businesses, and they couldn't make their payroll for they employees, and you front the payroll 2 times, and then you turn around, and when you need help, oh, he ain't got it. You see, and I'm tell the dude, like, bro, that's because he wicked. He ain't in the truth. He ain't even trying to be in the Bible. Which the guy, he's not in the truth either. All right, but he's listening. He's in, whatever. We'll see how that goes. But nevertheless, man, that's a perfect example of that. Okay. Oh, even when let's start at 12:1, man. I'm missing so much. Just get all the meat off this bone. When thou wilt do good. Sirach 12:1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense. And if not from him, yet from the Most High. You see, that's beautiful. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. How you gonna get good if you ain't giving nothing? It tells you right there. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. You see, giving alms is a good thing. All right. Because the Lord looked down and says, this brother did this, and man, brothers have testimonies of seeing it happen, like going and doing this and giving this, and then boom, it coming right back or coming back bigger. Brothers have had testimonies. It's happened to me a few times. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, da da da. You turn around, it's just like, whoa, the Most High looked out, because I just end up giving that money away, and yeah, I mean, look, like I said, we all have need. All right, I mean, most of us, some brothers got a little better off than others, man. But like I said, it's always something where you could look and say, well, I could use this, or I would like this, or this could be better, you know. but but you can't always be like that, especially when there's somebody nearby that's like in need. Okay, and there's even a scripture on that, man. And like I said, first and foremost, I'm talking to myself. All right, I'm teaching myself. It's let's see, it says have select this world's good. I know I'm quoting this kind of roughly. First John 3. Okay, and I might have read on this earlier. First John 3 and damn. And I'll start at verse 13. It says, marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. Damn, that's heavy. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him. Hereby perceive we the love of the Most High, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. Damn, that's heavy, man. That's heavy, and that's a shit. That could be a trying thing for certain people, to think about that. But we're not really out here for ourselves. Like, honestly, nothing we do is really, it is, but it ain't. We almost can't have the mindset of I'm doing this for me. Now, ultimately, if somebody's, being forsaken, then yeah, ain't nothing you could do about that. Proverbs, matter of fact, I don't know this one, so I have to get it right. Proverbs 9:6 says, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. Now, but our scriptures also tell you to warn a righteous man. So, we don't want to just, there's a balance once again. Okay. Now, if somebody's for sure foolish, you've the Lord put the spirit on you to deal with them, speaking with them, you've admonished them, however far it gets, because man, this always happens to me. Whenever I start talking about something, I had to get all these precepts, and they end up being so long. What scriptures say, depart from the man when I perceive it's not in him the lips of knowledge. So, that's the balance. Okay, you're gonna meet somebody, you like, this nigga, nah, he ain't getting it. We're gonna let the filthy be filthy still. We ain't dealing with that nigga. Okay, but when it comes to your brother, all right, a righteous man, then you know what I'm saying, you have to you're supposed to admonish him, you're supposed to warn him so that the godly man may repent. All right, but if it turns out that this fella's, going another way, then you're not gonna let the reverence of any cause you to fall. Then you're not gonna accept any man against thy soul. You're not gonna just sit up there and just, well, I'm gonna go down with you. No, it don't work like that. Okay, but ultimately, I'm getting that we're not in this for ourselves. There are times where we do have to, for our own safety, no, or our own salvation. Like, no, nigga, you want to go that way, that's on you. Okay, but you've been warned, type of deal. You know what I mean? But ultimately, we are to be selfless, like Yahweh Shai was. All right, that's how it goes. This is a family for real. All right. This is more our family, and that's a lesson I wanted. I was thinking about that title when I came in the house, but I end up going in on this one through the spirit, you know what I'm saying? But really, this family is more of a family than your biological family. And I may have to do a whole separate lesson, biological family versus spiritual family. Okay. But if another brother do that before I get to, then so be it. But I may have to, land back right after this, Lord willing. We'll see how the spirit goes. All right. So going back, but like I said, we're really like it says right here about laying down your life for the brethren. That's heavy. All right. Your life is not really your own anyway. You were bought with a price. All right. So if Yahweh Shai, for the love of Yahweh Shai and the elect, if we have to die, shit, man, the Lord put the spirit on us to do it manfully. All right. Real talk. Verse 17 says, but whoso hath this world's good. So if we're called to die, for lay down our lives for the brethren, how much more when it talks about the next verse? But whoso hath the world's goods, and see if his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of the Most High in him? Okay, my children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and truth. That's the spirit, because I read that through this clip, but then I end up grabbing the rest of it because, this came to mind. So there you go. All right, and 1 Corinthians 3 and 1, I'll just read it. 13 and 1, Salakia, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And I brought that out in a past lesson. And basically what it's saying is, I'm no more than an instrument through which the wind is blowing, through which the sound is being made. And when I'm done being used, I will no longer be okay. That's it. That's through for me because I didn't have the charity. You see, it goes into it. Though I have to, it goes into a lot. And I read this. Okay, we kind of chopped it up into different sections. Okay, because we end up reading the charity is long suffering and so on and so forth. So this is going into how we preach. Okay, we preach, but we're supposed to also have the spirit. Okay, it talks about having the gift of prophecy. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. All right. Verse 3, and though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, 1 Corinthians 13 and 3, and though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Okay? And it goes into all the things that charity is about. All right? Verse 13 in this same chapter, and now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these three is charity. Let's see if there's a definition for that word. 1 Corinthians 13. I'm going to be wrapping it up soon, Salakia, for being long-winded. 1 Corinthians 13, last verse. Let's get that word charity.
Strong's G26, agape. Agape.
Agape or agape, as Christians like to call it. And that's why I said, like, it can kind of bug people out because Christians love, 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 and they're all about love. But the Most High is balance, as I hope that I portray, through the spirit and power Yahweh Shai through these scriptures. Okay, but this lesson is about brotherly love amongst the household of faith, amongst the godly. Okay. Affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love, feast. Okay. Really brotherly love. Okay. All right. Affection, goodwill, benevolence. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Okay. That's pretty much it. benevolence. Okay, helping brothers out, loving brothers, you know, and it goes more into it. Okay, First Peter 3:8. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous. 1 Corinthians 12:26. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. All right. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to go into it too much more. Lord willing, the point was made. Like I said, first and foremost, I'm speaking to myself. Take everything with balance. Go through the spirit first and foremost. Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and do things according to that. Okay. But just something that was on my spirit. And it's beautiful. When brothers help each other out, and we should be this way minded towards each other. When a brother helped me out, I'm thinking like, man, I gotta get that brother back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta help that brother out. You know what I'm saying? And we just pray Yahweh Shem Yahushai continue to keep us in this truth, man, and give us the spirit to do things pleasing unto Him. All right. And hey, man, it's a very touchy subject because having not been a part of it, kind of seeing what happened in Atlanta or hearing about what happened in Atlanta, what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's fucked up. So hey, brothers just have to be mindful. There are very hard things that the Most High wants us to endure in this truth. You know what I'm saying? And hey, brothers, brothers is studying to show thyself approved. There's things in the Bible. I'm not gonna go into it. All right, but there's hard things where sometimes we get burnt, even in this truth, man. Sometimes you get burnt, man. But the Lord just wants you to deal with it. So I'm gonna quit rambling, man. All honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, a great millstone, peace, blessings, salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I want to say Shalom, Wa Ba Ba Ba, Shalom.